Hey guys, it's olivershutterspeed here again, and in today's video I did a photo shoot with Christine and Madeleine at our local university, and I really like this location because the university in Bielefeld where we shot is very versatile because there's like this huge car park and you can go on the rooftop or you can also go inside. And for this photo shoot I wanted to show you a portrait from Christine. And this was one of the last ones we've done on the rooftop. And when I was back home, I noticed the background is very overexposed. And I wanted to show you some simple techniques I use to make the portrait look better and how we can like adjust to the overexposed image. And guys, yeah, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram. All my socials are down below. So let's get straight into the portrait. So the first thing I always do is I add 2 new layers to the portrait. And the reason why we're going to do this is because if we mess up with one layer, we can also use the layer beneath. So we can just delete this layer and use the one beneath. So we're going to go down here on adjustment layer, and then we're going to go on brightness and contrast. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a bit of contrast. So you also can see here, it's beginning to change. And then we're going to reverse the mask, and now we're going to take our brush tool here, and then we're going to make it larger, and we're going to go over the model. Just hover very slightly over the model, over the hair, and here you can already see a change before and after. And the next thing what I do is I go back to the layer 1, and then we're going to create some vignettes in the portraits because we want to get rid of the overexposed background. So this is an easy way to get rid of it. So we're going to go on brightness and we're going to lower it to around -20. And then we're going to press on OK. And after we've done that, we're going to go on our gradient tool and make sure up here you have chosen radical gradient and the black is on the left and the white is on the right. And then we're going to draw a very straight line to the right. And here we have like a little vignette now. So here you can also see a before and after. So it looks, in my opinion, much better already. Up here you can also see the histogram. So when we go back to the background and look the before and after, so already looks much better. So the next thing what we can do is on the left you see this shield, and it was actually pretty funny because in Germany we have like parking lots where there's like a priority for women. So yeah, it says Frauenparkplatz because they do it so women have it not so far to the entrance. So now we're going to go back to layer 1 and we're going to create another adjustment layer, and we're going to go on hue and saturation. And here we have a couple of sliders. So hue is basically you can change the whole colors in every area. The next one is the most important one, saturation. And also lightness is basically you can change the lightness, but we're going to focus on saturation so we can add more saturation to the blues on the left. But now we have to reverse the mask, so by pressing Ctrl and I, and then we're going to go to our brush tool and we're going to go over this shield. But you can see this looks too crazy here, it's too blue, so we're going to lower the opacity. So this looks much better in my opinion, before and after. We can also do another technique by going back to the adjustment layer, and then we're going to choose selective color. And now we're going to choose the blues here, and we're going to make the blues darker, just a bit more. So basically up here you have all your colors, and then you select blues, and then we're going to choose the blacks and going to lower the blacks. So we add more percentage to the blacks of the blue. So here you see a before and after, and on the right we have this big IC, and we're also going to change that as well so it's a bit more darker. So we're going to go back to layer 1, then we're going to go to selective color. So this is more of a red now, so we're going to go to red, and we're going to also add more blacks to the red. So you can see the model is also now a bit more red. To change that, we're going to go on Ctrl and I, and we're going to reverse the mask, and then we're going to make sure we have our brush tool selected, is white, and then we're going to go over this IC. So here you can already see a little change. So our before and after so far looks like this. So next we're going to go back to the model, and next we're going to get rid of some blemishes, and it's very easy. So first of all, we go back to layer 1. We're going to create a new layer. Then we're going to go up here on spot healing brush. And honestly, we don't have to erase a lot of blemishes on Christine, but I'm just going to show you how it works. So for example, you can change the size of your spot healing brush. Then you can hover, for example, over some blemishes. It's very easy and simple. Down here as well. And yeah, that looks pretty good so far. And another tip I got for you guys is, so the image is already very sharp because we've used the Sigma 30mm 1.4, which is a very sharp lens. There's also another way we can create even more sharpness. So we're going to add another layer. Then we're going to go up here on filter, then on other, and then on high pass. So now the image looks gray, but don't worry guys, we're going to press on OK and leave this as it is. Press on OK. Then we're going to go on overlay. And now you can see it's very sharp. So we can lower the opacity here on the right. And if you feel like something is wrong with your adjustment layer, you can also like raise or lower the opacity up here. So we're going to lower it to around 30 to around 22. That's good. So here's a before and after. I also wanted to show you a very simple technique how you can make the eyes pop out. What you have to do is basically go here back to your layers, and then we're going to create a new one, and then we're going to go up here on normal, and we're going to change it to linear dodge. And now your whole image is overexposed, but don't worry, we're going to change that by adding another mask, and then we're going to reverse it, and now it's gone again. So we're going to go to the eyes, then we're going to choose our brush tool, make sure it's selected up here, and then you can also change, for example, your size. And then we're going to hover over the eyes. And then we're going to go on this side as well. Make sure you only do a bit, because if you exaggerate, it doesn't look natural anymore. So here you see how it looks, but I think we should lower the opacity a bit to around 40%. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how I edit my pictures when they are overexposed. And I also hope you learned something new. And if you want to see more Photoshop tutorials like this, let me know in the comments down below. You can also check out my other photoshoot content and my Photoshop tutorials on my YouTube channel. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself and see you next time. Bye.